Hello, welcome to another episode of Question of the Week. This week's question is, how do you stay so positive and don't let this trach life bring you down? Trach life is really tiring and depressing sometimes. I just love your attitude and spirit. God bless. Chapo Vel. Thank you so much for your question and for your kind words. I stay positive by making the choice to do so. Remember, we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can choose how we react to it. We can be happy or we can be sad. The choice is ours. When I first became severely ill in 2009, I was determined to beat my medical afflictions. I assured myself I would soon find a solution and would be back to my regular life. When my health continued to decline and no one had any answers, I became very depressed. Eventually, I started reading the Bible. The most helpful thing I learned is to be grateful for everything and to give thanks in all circumstances. This is incredibly hard to do, but I began trying to see the good in every situation. For example, if the muscles in my hands are weak and I drop a glass jar, I begin thinking of all the blessings surrounding that situation. I am grateful I was not injured. I am grateful the floor was dirty and needed to be swept and mopped anyway. I rejoice that we have lots of glass jars and breaking one jar is no real loss. And the list goes on and on. I try to keep this mindset at all times. It was not easy at first, but eventually my brain adapted to this new way of thinking. Instead of seeing the bad, I look for the good. Another thing to remember, using a medical device such as a tracheostomy tube can be seen as something to be upset about. However, please keep in mind there is a reason you have a tracheostomy tube. It is helping you. Many people see the piece of plastic in my throat and see it as a tragedy. However, I view it as a medical miracle. Without a tracheostomy tube, I would have died in May of 2017. Would I like to live without needing a tracheostomy tube? Yes, absolutely. But at the moment, there's no cure for my medical condition. Without a cure, I choose to rejoice and be glad a tracheostomy tube is helping to keep me alive. To summarize, you can choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad. I prefer to be happy, and so that is what I strive to be. Thank you so much for your question. And remember, if you have a question, you can leave it in the comments below this video or submit it to me via Facebook, Facebook Messenger, MeWe, or email. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.